Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your mid-month reading. This is actually for a 2-week period of time from the 16th all the way through August 31st. So this is for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo. We're going to look at a general reading, which is going to include any messages that I get for you, which is career, love, family. Whatever comes through, I will translate it for you. We're going to start off with an overall message in the center, and that will be the main theme for the next 2 weeks. And I will tell you, I'm hearing the words fine-tuning. So we'll pull a card in just a moment. Then we're going to look at the first week, the second week, adversities, more detail, an ascending beyond card that I created, an oracle card to help you grow and move past anything that's in your way. And then at the end, we're going to take a look at love, romance. So Virgos, fine-tuning is the message, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. So the overall energy for the next 2 weeks is analyzing, looking at everything that you've invested in. This is investment in money, your time, your energy, your thinking, your power, your energy source from the core being of who you are. Was it worth it? Is it worth it? Where do you go from here? So this analyzing is deep reflection on your own self as well as it is in the material world, making sure that it is coming from the authentic you. So looking at your investments, I feel, is going to be a big priority for a lot of you. You're going to be fine-tuning something. Looking for the detail is what you're doing over the next 2 weeks. That is going to help grow you overall in general. So the next card we have for the first week is the 5 of Wands. And the second week, this would be the third and fourth week of the month, we have the World card. So you can see that you're starting off with that 5 of Wands energy, where you may be feeling a little bit of self-sabotage energy, a little bit of inner conflict, and that is why you're doing this introspection. Some of you, it has nothing to do with your career, it has nothing to do with other people, but it's about your own awakening, enlightening that you have this new world available to you. And I don't mean the outside world, I mean your world around you. You hold the power to create the life that you want. And I feel for a lot of you, this is like a big moment where you may have been working on it for 5-6 months, maybe even 7 months. Some of you, it could have been 5 to 7 years, where you're trying to break old cycles and recognize blockages. And by the way, I just opened up 20 spaces, 20 appointments in my schedule. So I am there. If you need me, you can book an appointment. Whatever it is, by the second week, you're starting a brand new chapter. So this 5 of Wands energy is absolutely an important part of the analyzing that you're going through. The self-sabotage energy, like I said, is for some of you, but it's also combative energy where you might be in a career situation where there's a little bit of arguing conflict. Do you like this job or not? And you're really looking at, is this the right place for me to be? For some of you, this is about a degree. Is this the right educational path that you're taking? Recognizing that you actually have all these opportunities. So is it worth all of your time, energy, and resources to continue to do this? Now, I do feel for some of you, when it comes to family, this is a completely eye-opener situation where you and your family might be at odds, wondering, and I feel it has to do with money. I really do, like giving a payout to somebody, helping them out financially, maybe allowing them to travel and live with you, and it's causing some conflict, and you're wondering, do I even want to do this? Because you know you have this beautiful World card available to you. There is some of you getting ready to travel, and you might have to go through a lot of restrictions in order to get to the new destination. I feel it is 1 to 2 countries different than where you're at. So no matter where you're at in the world, Virgo, if you're traveling, you make sure that you have all your documents in order, that everything is ready to go, because you may actually have to go through a process, and we already kind of know that, right? But that process may actually happen in this particular travel. So let's pull some more detail and see what else they want you to know. We have the Six of Pentacles. There's the 6, 5, 6, and 7. We have the Devil card. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, when we're looking at the internal conflict, you might be an overgiver, okay? Definitely, how I said, some of you, this is looking at your finances, which the Six of Pentacles is saying, Virgo, you may have been giving a little bit too much, particularly to a Capricorn for some of you, or somebody right near that, that time of year, Capricorn season. It may have started in the Capricorn season. The Knight of Pentacles is a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn individual. So it could be vice versa. This may be you watching an outsider. Whoever this person is may have an addiction. They might be a gambler for some of you, where they gambled your money, and that's where you're analyzing everything, saying, I ain't doing this no more. But yet wanting to heal this situation. And it is a really big deal, because I do feel there is love attached to this individual, particularly if it is a family member. We're going to look at romance in the end. But the Six of Pentacles is also about you finally getting back what it is you put out. So through your analyzing, you're going to realize that you might yourself have some bad habits, maybe shopping a little bit too much, maybe spending too much. And for some of you, it's not spending at all. So if you're hoarding anything in life, like we hoard all our stuff, our house is filled with stuff, all kinds of stuff, really, like on this show, where it's rooms filled with things, that can prevent us from actually gaining more income and more prosperity overall in general. I feel for some of you, you may have made a bad move when it comes to an investment endeavor, and you were dealing with somebody who carries that Capricorn energy, or they were just a little bit deceptive in the way that they were steering you. But with this Knight of Pentacles, there is an opportunity to become secure and grounded again, especially as it turns into your favor by the end of August. Remember, this is a very powerful month. August is a beautiful month, and happy birthday to those of you who have your birthday coming at this time. It's an extremely important month in 2022, where we can create, break a habit, make a habit, create a new path, and that's what I feel you guys are doing. So no matter who it's with, what it's about, a career for some of you, a project for another group of you, where I feel this is like a painting project, but it's like painting houses. So you may be working for, Houses for Habitat, or, helping to provide homes for people who don't have homes. That's what I'm seeing. And you might be giving a lot of your time where it's actually wearing you down a little bit. Whatever this career endeavor is, whatever the financial endeavor, and even the person, it is time for you to really feel secure and grounded. So it's like what you've put out, you're going to have to work at getting it back again. Remember, the Seven of Pentacles is analyzing everything that you've been through with this particular individual, with this situation, because it was out of balance. You're putting it back into balance, and you're starting a brand new chapter by the end of the month. So whatever you need to see, you will see it over these next 2 weeks. So let's pull some adversity, and then we're going to pull a little bit more detail. So Virgos, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everything is joyful for you. I mean, we really are looking at this conflicted energy, and a lot of people are. It doesn't matter the zodiac sign, because as we go through this enlightening journey, we find a lot of truths around us. We see reality. We understand security in a totally different way, and I feel that is very applicable. Nothing I say is by chance. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, and that is, about destiny, but let me pull the others out. We have the Two of Wands, and then we have, the Chariot, and it is in reverse. Now I'm going to read it in reverse because actually these are negative, and then I read them positive. this particular card right here. So with this Wheel of Fortune, this is your time to actually spin the wheel in your favor. If you've been an overgiver, it's time to get back, especially for those of you who have been looking at, do I stay on the course, the path that you've been on, or do I move into a new direction? The Chariot is about feeling balanced, feeling safe and secure, and taking action in a direction that's very, very positive, where those beautiful rewards come in from the divine, the universal energies around us. Now, they are also the adversities around you. So your destined plan, you may feel a lot of conflict when it comes to your destined plan. Some of you are seeing synchronistic signs all around you. You may be seeing triangles and squares, others of you circles, and definitely different colors. So the colors I'm seeing is magenta. I'm also seeing a sky blue. So, and it can be any, but those are the ones I'm seeing right now during this reading. These are synchronicities to help you realize that your path may not be what you thought it is, and that creates conflict. However, when we move forward, we can move past this, but that is going to be an obstacle. Is this really my path? Is this person part of my life? Do I want this career opportunity, even though it feels right? Pay attention to your intuition, follow your gut, and micro-vibe your way out of there. If you haven't read my book, Micro Vibes, it's on Amazon, Micro Vibes by L.A. Gonzales. So the Two of Wands is picking a path and going forward. But with that comes all those challenges, the conflicting energy, the overgive, overtake. Which direction do I really want to go? Because you definitely know you have a choice. The choice is going to make you confident once you pick the path. Typically in the tarot, which is all about life in general, the past is a shorter stick. It isn't as tall as the future, indicating that we're leaving behind something and growing as we move forward. But yours in this case is almost a lateral move. However, one carries the energy of the sun, and the sun is healing, the sun is growth, and it is also an indication moving from August into the fall season, at least here in the Northern America. In the U.S., that's what happens, where the trees turn different colors, the browns, the reds, the oranges. So over the next couple of weeks, you will be making a very big decision, and the Chariot is going to pull you forward. It can also pull you backwards because you have an equal opportunity for some of you. So we have twos all over the board, and 2 may very well be that magic number for you when you see 22222. Angel numbers are incredible, okay? And again, look for the beautiful fall colors around you. This could be on a sign for an organization that gives you a job offer, where you may feel drawn to it because it carries those fall colors. Whatever it is, you do have under the sun, you have a new beginning. Something is going to blossom. So whichever path you choose is going to be the right one for you. And it's all about you making the decision that feels right from within. And the Chariot, we want to make sure that you move forward. So again, I will be doing Beyond, Ascending and Beyond, the Oracle deck that I made to help people move past. You may have already found yourself in this. So let's pull a little bit more information for you. We're going to pull more detail. We have the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is absolutely an ending to an old pattern, a negative pattern, where I feel you're fine-tuning all the details so that you can create this beautiful life that you love. Opening up your heart, your chakras around you, opening up your mind, and really seeing the world around you, the world you've created, not the outside world. That comes later. But right now, you've got 10s, which is a sign of completion, 10 and 10, and that is the 2s that I'm talking about, where 2s are going to be all over the place along with the colors and shapes. So these synchronicities are huge because you're going to go from the 10 of Swords, which is a painful ending, repetitive cycles, seeing an addictive person, an addictive personality, maybe even finding that through your analyzing, you see that you work for corporations or you devote your time and energy to areas that do not give back, not even in the heart, like you're not even emotionally attached. It's more like an addictive type of a thing that you're doing. But it's beautiful because by mid-month, you are going to, by the middle, in between these 2 weeks, at the end of the first week, beginning of the second part of the 2 week period, you are going to feel fantastic. Whatever is ending, if this is a job, you have a new job coming in, that's going to lead you to a better, secure life. That 10 of Pentacles is the security that I said I see for some of you. So you have to remove those swords. We have to go through all those situations. It creates conflict where we see the truth and then we heal it and we move forward. Remember, the Sun card is in the center, so that Sun, and when I say the Sun card, I'm saying that right here, Virgo. We have the Sun right here on this card, and underneath it we have new birth, new growth. So over the next short while, you're going to be letting go. Some of you, this is simply quitting smoking, and I am going to have a session for that, hypnosis session, a group session, so we can definitely work on that. Subscribe to my free newsletter and you'll know when it opens, which is right around the end of the month, rolling into the fall season. That 10 of Pentacles is feeling grounded in a family environment where I do believe some of you, it may have been a mother, father, grandparent, or the child that you're dealing with, where it's a family endeavor. But I feel it was more than one person. It wasn't just one person. It may have been the entire family that threw you out of balance. Give, 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 give. And now you are fixing yourself going, ain't doing it. You're fine-tuning your finances. You're fine-tuning your life in general. So beautiful 10 of Pentacles energy. I really, really like that for you guys because that's what you're going into. The second half, by the end of August, you've got the new world, the world card, starting a new chapter, letting go of old things, feeling secure and grounded, and then adding on this 10 of Pentacles energy. So you're going to be starting off kind of grumpy and irritable, but boy, is it going to land you in a beautiful place. So it's all about fine-tuning your life. So let's take a look at beyond. Some of you may have already gone through this process, and right now you're looking at moving into a whole new endeavor that has to do with your life and soul purpose. So the card we have for you is the Collective Consciousness, Universal Energy, Patterns, and Grids. Now remember, I said the colors. Now I do believe I said magenta and I said sky blue, which there is sky blue in this particular photo. Then we have green for security. We have blue for air and communication. So you guys, you are going to definitely be knowing that you are on course. This is your time to move beyond wherever you're at. Pay attention to your inner core alignment because that's when we actually get to see these beautiful things, these colors and these patterns around us. The patterns are the squares and the triangles and circles that I was talking about. Patterns and grids and the colors that go with it. So the universe is saying, my beautiful Virgos, let go and start new. Let go and start new. Your reward is going to come to you. It is going to be a blessing, almost like a blessing in disguise. So when you see the patterns, it may come to you in an orb. It'll be different for all of you, but it is going to be amazing. So follow your gut and look at the collective consciousness on measuring how far you've come from here all the way to here over the next 2 weeks. So please thumbs up this video if you like it, and let me know that you like it. And you can go to my website and take a look at the things that I'm offering, but also our free blogs, newsletter, etc. So we're going to look at, and have a wonderful 2 weeks if you're not watching Love. We're going to look at couples over here and singles over here. So couples, You're fine-tuning something. We have the retreat card. And that is a great card for you and your partner to actually heal some old issues. One of the two of you may have been an overgiver, like we were talking about before. That's not going to change. That's the basis of your reading. However, the growth and the healing opportunity, that's what's going to be unique to each and every one of you that have been going through a lot of turbulence in your relationship. Somebody was a little bit naughty in your relationship, but that doesn't always mean it's unfixable. It doesn't mean it's bad. I'm not talking about abusive situations. That's completely different. I'm talking about those of you that are aware, after analyzing, there is an opportunity to transform your relationship into more passion, excitement. And some of you, it is going to be about travel, where when you travel together, you're going to resolve any of those old things. You're going to pull those swords out and go bing, 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 psh, gone, gone. And you're going to have wild and crazy sex and have a wonderful, wonderful trip. And I'm sure it is way overdue. So for those of you who are single, let's take a look at whatever they want you to know. We have the card, Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life. Now again, Virgo singles, if you've been through a lot and you've been through relationship after relationship where you find that you are picking the wrong people, you're picking people that kind of have that devil energy where they may come and go, they may take and leave, and we don't want you to have that happen anymore. So by analyzing this, you're going to see, because you do have somebody brand new coming in, and the beautiful part about the person coming in, whether they are Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, whatever zodiac sign they are, they come with security. And I don't just mean financial security, single Virgos. I'm talking about security within. They're very grounded individual, and they're going to want to take it slow. And that is your number one sign to pay attention. So stay optimistic about your love life. You're transforming and you're starting a new chapter. You're literally going to be able to meet somebody new. You're going to identify it. They may be surrounded. You might even see auras around this individual. But one thing's for sure, love is on the way. Have an amazing next 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. Much love.